Hey guys, I'm just doing some work here on a laptop, and it's been raining like literally like for the last 3 or 4 weeks. It's just been raining constantly. So yeah, the plants have probably got too much water, but they're still alive, thankfully, because you guys know I like doing a bit of gardening, get away from the computer. So yeah, look, I just watch Facebook every now and again. I pop in, and you know, I only follow a few people to be honest. And yeah, I try to spend less time on Facebook. I just go in there, quickly look what I've got to do, then go off. And I haven't done a live stream, as you can tell, for a while. So that's why I thought I'd just do this quick one. Yeah, look, it does amaze me. These what trading bot scams, they're still out and they're still rampant, and people are still joining them. This GPT bots was that just did an exit scam, or it was excuses by the people that they can't get paid and they're not haven't been getting paid, and that one's a bit dodgy, really dodgy, because that's been run by Ari Maccabee. He says that he's not part of it. They run it, okay? Him and his mate Darren. There's a few of them down there in the Philippines. Well, Ari's down there, and they run that. They just basically say, oh look, it's not paying. I'm not getting paid either. It's all BS, guys. Don't believe it. So that was one that was running recently. People joined that. It was called GT Bots, and then these people that promoted it. Typical MLM bullshit. You're going to get paid for trading bots. Anything that's got to do with trading bots and network marketing that people are going to recruit. Honestly, like, if you invest in it, you're an idiot. That's it, bottom line, because your money's gone, right? It's set up to exit scam from the beginning. I mean, there's been so many trading bot scams. I mean, it should be so obvious to people, but yeah, people still join this rubbish. So that was one, GT Bots, that's not paying. Surprise, surprise. And then there's this other one I don't really know much about, but Kai, he does Kai Low. I mean, I've been following this guy since forever. When I first started trying to make money online, this is like probably 8, 9, 10 years ago, I was following him. And yeah, look, he's been through heaps of stuff too, and I don't know him personally, but he's one of the guys that's at least he's got like a moral stick, and he's pretty much dead on with the stuff, because he just pays out on people that the stuff that he says is pretty much dead on, smack dead on, right? Because I used to be in the MLM game as myself, right? Yeah, now all I do is just tell people, do not join anything MLM, especially with trading bots, or if it's trading or anything, it's a scam. It's a scam. So anyway, he's talking about this irresistible AI thing. I don't know what it was about. I'm not in that area. I don't hang around those people anymore. Apparently it was like some trading bot, and they just did a scam. And I don't know how many people went in it. I don't know how much money they raised. But obviously it's a Ponzi, right? So they were just paying old investors with new investors as new investors filed in. I mean, you can make money with trading, but people do make money with trading. But it's like anything. If you want to make big money in trading, you've got to risk big money. So anyway, they blamed it on some market volatility, and now they've taken all the money. No one's getting paid. Surprise, surprise. So that was pretty funny how Kai, he posted that stuff, and I'm just like, I'm like, Jesus, 2023. Do people even still engage in this stuff? They are, apparently so. There's like still this MLM multi-level stuff with crypto and trading bots and stuff. It's just it's rampant. It's well, and people love it. So Andrew says, people have short attention spans and minimal brains these days. Absolutely. I mean, I thought from the days of OneCoin, and then there was obviously BitConnect. That was probably the most famous one. and then there was a bunch of them. Then we got into the whole. Do you remember the coins that would pump those Devour? There was a bunch of them. It was really hot at the time. This was after BitConnect. Devour, and then there was other one, and this other one. There's been so many. In between that, there was FutureNet, and then there was like USI Tech that stole everyone's money. And then, this. Then you got these other people that are operating out of Dubai, like Sam Lee. He's giving Aussies a bad name here. And he's running his own, was it something to do with Satoshi scam? He's done like 4 scams. This Scam Lee, what's the name calls him. There's a guy on YouTube that does that's all he does. And I'm just like, I saw his YouTube. I'm like, dude, why even talking about that guy? You should be talking about don't give him so much publicity. Yeah, we know he's a scammer and he's operating out of Dubai, but there's tons of other scammers that you should be reporting on. What's his name? I'll have to find the YouTube channel, but it's entertaining. It's entertaining. So this stuff is still rampant. It's people still joining this stuff. Would you believe it? In 2024, would you believe? I'll try to find his channel. He's pretty funny actually. He's an Aussie guy. Facebook, YouTube, people still talking about this stuff, and people still reporting scams. Obviously, there's people in it that are making money from it. Here it is. Here, I'll show you his thing. So this is this guy here, Danny. He's funny. He's so funny. So he's like the crypto Ponzi scheme avenger. So basically, he just goes after these Ponzi schemes, people running these Ponzi schemes, and he makes YouTube videos on it, and they're pretty funny. He even has interviews with people. He did this interview with this guy, right, who was in Hyperverse. It was the funniest. Yeah, that's it, Elridge. He did this guy. So this dude came on. He did this interview with this guy. He's on his YouTube channel, and he's like, yeah, I'll come on board, because to do the interview because, you're wrongfully talking about Hyperverse, and I wasn't in Hyperverse. I don't know much about it, but I know it was a Ponzi and it's no longer operating. I think it was Sam Lee's doing. I think he had something to do with Hyperverse. But so this guy comes on camera and he's like, yeah, what you're saying is fucking bullshit. We're getting paid. I'll even log in and I'll show you. So he's having this conversation with him. The video is probably 15 minutes long. And this was about 6 months ago. And someone's revving their car in the background. And this was about 6 months ago. And now obviously it's disappeared. So I wonder where this other guy is. I feel like an idiot. He's like getting on there and he's defending. He gets on the fucking video and defends Hyperverse. And then saying, oh, I got paid. I'm like, dude, you're an idiot. This guy's a grown man. He's like in his 60s. And he's defending this scam. Oh, I got paid, blah, blah, blah. That's what they do, you idiot. They pay people so then they can continue the scam, right? And usually they pay the top people. So all these scams, and most of them are, not most of them, but a lot of them are operating out of Dubai because there's no recourse. As long as you don't scam people from United Emirates, they're fine. You can run your scams. Then there's obviously Romania, there's Russian, there's probably the Albanians as well. So in a lot of these scams, they have like a figure, they have like a guy that's running the show. They probably they pay these people to put the face. I'm on Face, I'm on Zoom, I'm on YouTube, whatever. So people go, oh, we know who he is, so we won't invest in it, right? They're paying the dudes. They pay them like, I don't know, whatever they pay them, $5,000, $10,000 to put their face out there. So then people will invest. So Andrew goes, how long do you think it will be before Bitcoin conversion becomes difficult due to the central bank interference, or do you think that point of Bitcoin exchanges will become private? I think that these Bitcoin, whatever the regulations happening with SEC and everything like that, they're saying that they don't want to. They're attacking crypto, but then they're saying that they don't want to stifle innovation. They can't stop Bitcoin. Okay, they've now, even SEC even says that Bitcoin is like not a security. I mean, who really gives a shit what they say? Because they can't stop it, because it's decentralized. They can go after these centralized exchanges and stuff like that. Like, they're attacking Binance. They've been attacking Binance forever. They don't like Binance. And a lot of these, so that's how they can limit them, through centralized exchanges. But they can start to limit things as much as you want. They'll try to limit, but what will happen? It's exactly what happened with oh geez, what was that exchange? Remember that exchange that was in the US, and they basically said we'll be doing they forced the SEC, or the legislation forced them to do KYC. You guys will probably remember, right? And then they left. All the people left there, and that's how Binance became a $1 billion company overnight. All the customers just went to Binance, and you guys probably know the exchange, right? It's what's it called? It's on the tip of my tongue. Anyway, that's what happened, right? With legislation and force. And I don't look, centralized exchanges you're dealing with, especially if they're going to convert fiat. I got no problem with KYC. Know your customer. You have to give your identity, because you're like exchanging fiat. All the apps and stuff. I use an app called Wise, because I'm in Thailand, and whenever I want to send money anywhere in the world, I can use Wise. So I basically, most countries in the world, if I want to send money to America, it costs me nothing. Just literally, well, it doesn't cost me nothing, but it costs me like $3 or $4. So when you have a Wise account, you can send money to your Wise app, which is KYC, and then you can send money anywhere in the world, and you've got a bank account anywhere in the world. So what I do is I've got my money, I'll move it to Wise, and then I move it to my bank account in Wise, and then converts it to then they transfer it over from, so it's bank to bank to bank. It's so there's no fees, or very small fees. But yeah, going back to your question with the centralized exchanges, they can only be forced to do what they have to do if they're located in America, or whatever that governing country is. So that's why they really squashed Binance, and they really didn't like Binance at all, because even though Binance had Bitcoin, they also had all these other cryptos that they deemed to be securities. So SEC is like, if you're buddies with them, you're good, but if you're not, then they'll come after you. So I don't know the deal with Coinbase. I mean, Coinbase have other digital currencies, unless they've stopped using it. I haven't used Coinbase for a while. Coinbase is like the PayPal of fucking crypto, in my opinion. So are they still, trading other things that the SEC seems as securities? How come they allowed to trade when something like Binance isn't allowed? So there'll always be, whenever there's legislation or laws to combat, things that they say that will stop money laundering and criminal activity, right? That's what they always say. If they shut things down in certain countries or jurisdictions, it'll just open up opportunities in other countries and jurisdictions. That's it all. They can't stop Bitcoin unless they shut down the internet and shut down and make it illegal to mine Bitcoin. How are they going to stop Or how are they going to go after all the people that are mining Bitcoin? They're going to have to go into every single facility and household that is mining Bitcoin with a ASIC miner and subpoena them and say, we can take that machine. And then they have to do that all around the world. It's literally impossible. People are just going to laugh at them and go, you kidding me? You're coming into my home? Dude, you come into my home, I'm going to kill you, right, with a gun, with an AK-47. So don't worry about this stuff. See, the thing with America is they want to, they think that the whole world revolves around America, right? It's a big world out there. And America is only a small part of crypto, okay? And there's more that happens outside of America with crypto than inside America crypto. So I wouldn't worry about it. They can't stop Bitcoin. So I wouldn't even bother about it. Yeah, they can make it tough, but that only increases the value of it, in my opinion. Yeah, it stops somewhat the adoption and stifles that. But look, at the end of the day, Bitcoin offers something that nothing else can offer, and that's literally, I can send you money, and you can be anywhere in the world and receive confirmation within seconds. Obviously, it'll take 10 minutes or so to clear that Bitcoin transaction, and that's what they all do, right? You send money to somewhere, and then you want to exchange that for fiat. If I send Bitcoin to Binance now, and then I can immediately have that in my account, but then if I won't be able to withdraw it until the next block or the next couple of blocks, right? So then once it's in the blockchain or a couple of blockchains ahead, it's irreversible. And then they say, yeah, okay, now you can have your fiat. Because they want to cover their ass. They want to make sure that it's immutable on the blockchain. So a lot of this stuff, it's just going to, I wouldn't really worry about it. They can't, it's literally impossible to stop Bitcoin. So that's why SEC has given up on it, and they don't even bother now because they know they can't stop it. And all they can do is pass laws to regulate Bitcoin, and they use the same old argument. It's stopping money laundering, and it's stopping illicit funds being traded illegally. Hello, right? Now, if you weigh up Bitcoin, money laundering, and then illicit funds, illegal activities compared to fiat, it's a joke. It's like Bitcoin's like a speck in the sand compared to how much illegal trading and money laundering is happening with fiat. All right, just go back in the 1980s, the year 2000 with HSBC. They accepted billions and billions of dollars through drug cartel money, right? And they're still operating till today, So it's just bureaucratic bullshit. So one thing is good is that Bitcoin, it's literally, they can't stop it. And I did a post on my Facebook about the halvings. So if you go and have a look at that post, like we're in the fourth or fifth halving, and then we've got probably another 50 more halvings. So until it gets down to one Satoshi in 2136, it'll be one Satoshi. That's all you're going to get, one Satoshi. So Bitcoin's divisible by 8. So that's 7 zeros and one Satoshi. That's when literally the last halving. But I mean, obviously we're not going to be around. But my point is this: they're going to be dealing in the Satoshi level. Like, if you've got one day, if you've got 5 Satoshi, you're going to be fucking rich. You know what I mean? That's how much Bitcoin will be worth. Now, one Satoshi is I think you can work out how much $1 is. It's probably 5,000 Satoshi. Soon that one Satoshi is going to be worth a shitload of money. They're going to be trading Bitcoin on the Satoshi level. That's how early we are. So just get your Bitcoin now, because in a couple more halvings, now we're not talking 50 halvings times. I mean, we're not going to be around anyway. We're talking 2 or 3 halvings times. This thing's going to be 7 figures, in my opinion. Just go and have a look at the post that I've done on my Facebook wall. And once you see the grand picture of this whole fucking Bitcoin and where it's going to go, then you realize that you better start buying the stuff or start accumulating, because we're going to be at the Satoshi level. So, obviously we're not going to be around in maybe 40 years. I don't think I will be. Well, it could be. I'll be 50 next year. So maybe I'm in my 90s and I'm seeing Bitcoin and it's like $10 million. I believe it will be. It will be. And I'm just going to laugh my fucking ass off. And if that's the way I go out, so be it, because I'm just going to fucking enjoy it. That's what we're talking about, right? 30 years, 40 years' time, it's going to be at $10 million, $15 million, and I'm just going to fucking laugh my ass off. And I hope you do too. So it's just start accumulating. Okay, so that's Bitcoin, all that stuff. Lastly, one more thing. I'll close the live stream because I don't want to bore you guys. You guys are obviously busy and stuff. So you got to get some more Bitcoin. Okay, the way to get more Bitcoin is, trade it. You can mine it. I don't condone at all putting any money in DeFi, because DeFi is the biggest. It's the biggest amount of losses in 2022. And it's still in 2023 of people losing their money in crypto. It's through DeFi. And what I'm talking about DeFi is decentralized exchanges. Decentralized exchanges that go and bust. Decentralized protocols that are supposed to be, Loctite, but they're not. Staking, lending. Basically, any crypto that you put on in some protocol, don't do it. Don't do it. I'm telling you, do not do it, because you're going to lose it, and there's going to be some hack, or there's going to be some excuse, or there's going to be some. And it's just like MLM and because someone's running it. See, if you trust a third party, they're going to make some bullshit excuse. Oh, we got hacked, or we got. How many hacks have happened in 2003 lately? There's been big ones. Curve got hacked. Once I saw that, that's it. I said, we have got so far. Decentralized exchange, DeFi is so sketchy that it's so far. We're not even far into this, and it's just so sketchy at the moment. There's no one governing it. There's no uniform thing with it. You know what I mean? So it's the wild, wild west with DeFi. So don't put any staking. Don't stake anything. Don't do anything. If you're going to stake, put it on a centralized exchange and stake it off there. At least you know that somewhat, even then I wouldn't recommend it. But don't put it in any DeFi protocol, because you don't know who you're going to call when you lose your shit. There's no one to call. You lose your money. People lose millions. People have already lost millions. Do not put your money in crypto. The only way that you do it, the safest way and the best way, is you buy it and you hold it. That's it. I came to Thailand 7 years ago. Bitcoin was $600. Yeah, it's boring as batshit holding it. Today it's like, I don't know, 28, 29. I haven't looked at it. 29,000? No, 26,000. So what does that tell you? It's gone up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. There's been so much shit and crap in the crypto space, but yet in 7 years' time, it went from $600 to, remember when I came first time in Thailand, and now it's 26,000. So it's gone up. What? Do the maths. I don't know. You better tell me. So if you would have just bought the Bitcoin and just held it, and not put it into this DeFi, NFTs, what else? Move to earn, play to earn. See how that, and trust me, I'm the one. I did it. I'll put tens and thousands of dollars into the stuff. I've learned my lessons the hard way. If I would have just held that Bitcoin, I would have had way more Bitcoin than I have now. But I put it into these bright shiny objects, like metaverse bullshit. That's the biggest metaverse. What a load of bullshit that is. Okay? I'm telling you now, to have a metaverse that's going to be like this full cyber experience, we are far off that, way, way, way off that. We're literally, that's not going to happen for the next 100 years. So don't even bother about it to now, okay? And don't even invest in any crypto that's going to say that. It's just, even look at Facebook. They have billions and billions of dollars. They're one of the richest companies in the world, and they're trying to get their metaverse up and running. And look at it. No one wants to go on no fucking metaverse. Facebook is a social platform. They don't give a shit. Little Doris, and she's like 90 years old, and she's out in the sticks of Indiana. She doesn't want to she doesn't want no bloody metaverse. She just wants to be able to go on Facebook so then she can talk to her grandkids. So, Mark Zuckerberg, you've really missed the mark. This is what happens, right? This is what happens when they just move from reality. So, don't invest in this shit, all right? And I'm a crypto guy. I'm telling you not to do it, right? The only sensible and most safest way is to buy Bitcoin or Ethereum or a couple more other layer ones, but it's Bitcoin, and put it on a cold storage device like a Trezor. Don't put it on a ledger. Don't put it on a ledger. Okay? Do not put it on a ledger because they have been subpoenaed for private keys. Okay? So they can literally, see a shit or take it. Right? So put it on a Trezor, or just put it on a Bitcoin wallet and write down your private keys on a piece of paper, and don't ever use that account. You'll see incoming transactions into it, obviously, but there's people out there with sophisticated software that's tracking every single wallet and what's going in and out of that stuff. So you want to use like a wallet that doesn't do any transactions. It only sort of it's only visible when you send money to it. It'll pop up every now and again because you're sending money to the same wallet. If anyone would care to scan it or follow it, watch it. I mean, there's millions of Bitcoin wallets. So that's all. That's my advice. Right? That's what I do. So going back to my other question. So how do you get some more Bitcoin? Right? Well, you got to get some more money. You got to get some more money, and that's the magic question, right? It's like Bitcoin's the vehicle, but everyone wants to make more money, right? And I'm not going to tell you how to do it. I'm just telling you now that what you've got to do is you've got to create some leverage and create some sort of business or offer some services or offer your time, give some value to someone where they can exchange for dollars. But you've got to do something, right? Because most of you people are probably still working a day job, and that's fine. But you need some extra money to then buy some Bitcoin. So you've got multiple streams of income, right? So one way to do it is to either start a business. The easiest business I would say right now would be probably, there's millions of ways to do it. I mean, it just depends on what you like. You can start a YouTube channel, but that takes years now. YouTube's algorithm has changed. The way you get paid is a lot more different. It's a lot harder now to get paid. The incomes from YouTubers that have got big subscriber bases, I mean, they're making fuck all. Don't think that they're balling it. They're not balling at all, man. They're making probably less than $100 a month, right? With like 30, 40,000 subscribers. I mean, obviously it depends on, kind of what niche. But honestly, the simplest way would be start some sort of business from home. I'm talking real business. I'm not talking about a bullshit MLM or whatever. You could start some sort of real business. You could buy and sell, which is kind of like my favorite one. You buy off, source them locally, or you could buy them off like through Alibaba, China, or you could buy them, AliExpress, sell on eBay, sell on Facebook Marketplace. A lot of people selling on Facebook Marketplace. Or start a product, start a service type business where you offer some sort of service. A lot of people now are doing customization. So they're buying these laser machines. They're operating them out of their home because they can just use a spare bedroom. And they're doing customization on, anything that can be customized. Wallets, doormats, knives, spoons. There's like someone on Etsy that's making like $5,000 a month customizing spoons. Yes, spoons, like cake spoon things. They put, hey grandpa, here's blah 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 from so forth. People are buying that shit. So all this shit is on YouTube, right? If you want to start a customer, I'm not saying start one, but if you want to, it's all on YouTube. People are starting their own clothing brands. That's another good one. But it's all on YouTube. Just whatever you want to do and think about doing, just go to ChatGPT, type it in ChatGPT, and then go to YouTube, and then someone's already done it. That's how they do it. So if you want to get into laser etching, you can buy a laser etching of AliExpress, something that I was thinking about doing in the future, in the past. Buy one off AliExpress for about, you probably get a good one for about $800, $700, $800, laser etcher, and then start make some customized thingy-bobs, find your niche, start selling on Facebook Marketplace. Because Facebook Marketplace is, it's free. People start messaging you, how much are your customized pocket knives. Get your pocket knives through AliExpress, or just buy them bulk through Alibaba. There's so many ways to make money. There's literally start something that's real. Don't start some bullshit online these network marketing things. They're flybys. Okay, start like a real business. Get your name out there, and then start to get some sort of reputation. And then people will start following you. Create a website if you want, and then get a bit of a reputation going. And then people will start to find you, source you through word of mouth, and then you're going to get more and more business. That's how you create a business from home. So I'll just go here on my ChatGPT now. I'll go. Business ideas I can work from home. Now I'm in ChatGPT now, and these are the things that ChatGPT is giving me. See, online coaching, photography, content creation, bookkeeping, home-based business, catering and baking. That's a good one, I reckon. See, fitness coaching. There you go. Fitness coaching. You can do meal plans for people, or do one-on-ones on Skype. Charge them $100 an hour or something. Stock trading, investing, online coaching, handmade crafts. There's another good one. If you're into crafts, you can make another one. Do it from home. Sell it on Facebook Marketplace or Etsy. Digital marketing, e-commerce, web, online tutorial, graphic design. So here, this what was it? What was the one we looked at before? Home-based catering. Okay, home-based catering. So I don't know about you guys, but here in Thailand, it's all about TikTok. Okay, it's all TikTok. That's it. It's TikTok. And on TikTok, there's this one, because I'm on there looking through different what people are doing. And on TikTok, they're based in Thailand. They're not based anywhere else. What they do is they make these. They have a bakery. So I don't know where these guys are operating. They're probably operating out of their house, or they could have. They seem to be pretty big now because they started off small. and they have these. They make these bake these cookies. So in the cookies, it's like a typical dough mixture. It might be like chocolate chip cookie mix, right? But you can just buy that shit at the bakery supplies. And then inside them, they got like a chocolate, like they get like dark chocolate, and then they just put it in there. And I'm telling you, they sell literally thousands of these things a day. I'm talking a day. Like the volume is ridiculous. Like, I don't know about you guys know. I don't know what it's like in America, but in Thailand, it's all TikTok. Thailand's not as big as America, but there's still 68 million people here, and in Thailand they have they're very savvy with their phone, right? They're a lot more educated with everyone's got a phone, okay? So, so what they do is they bake these. This is something that I was seriously thinking about doing, but it requires quite a bit of capital. But you can start, just like doing it from home. So they bake these cookies, and then they send them out to people that want to buy them. So they do it through TikTok shops, right? Here in Thailand, they got TikTok shops. I think they got them in America as well, but I don't think it's as big, maybe. But I know it's massive here in Thailand. Okay, TikTok shops. So you could just then go and make these whatever you want, whatever you're making, cupcakes, donuts, fucking biscuits. You make them, and then they buy it through TikTok, and at these guys are making. They're doing volume now. Obviously, they didn't start that way, but they probably got they'd have to have at least 20 or 30, 40 staff now, because they're doing thousands of fucking orders a day. So yeah, you go and buy the equipment, right? So you go here. You just go to Alibaba.com and you go and start buying this equipment. You can buy it pretty cheap. You can buy it locally, but it's going to cost you way more. See, you get these mixes here. This is like this is all industrial baking equipment. So this is what commercial. Sorry, that's the word. Commercial. See, you can buy these fucking mixes for like $360. Now you go and buy that at the locally. It'll probably cost you $2,000. That's where they get their shit from. See, then you can just go and buy these like cooking things. This oven. This is a bakery oven. Okay, no, it's the fermentation one. That's a fermentation. But this is a baking. That's an oven. It's got its own wheel. It's only like $500 or probably $2,000. Now, ovens that you normally buy would probably cost you $10,000, $15,000. They buy it for fucking $2,000. You know what I'm saying? So these are these. So you go and buy yourself an oven. You're going to need some mixers. So buy yourself one of those. Start making. See, look. Start making the shit. Start making cookies. Start making. I mean, man, it's like the business that it's not like you're going to hate it. You know what I mean? You're making cookies, you're making donuts, you're making, whatever your thing is, right? Cupcakes. Who doesn't want to eat that shit? I'm telling you now, it sells like hotcakes. Especially when you go, create a brand around it. And just start to get the your word out there. People start buying that shit. You can do this anywhere in the world, right? It doesn't have to be Thailand. It can be anywhere in the world. And you can operate this out of, first of all, your home. Obviously, there might be some licensing there you might have to do. But in Thailand, there is no fucking licensing, man. You just do it out of your home. So get yourself one of these fucking, what do you call it, bakery machines. Literally, you can just make anything you want, right? Just start, do something. Make bread. You know what I mean? Hot dogs. Anything. Anything that's going to make you money, right? Start making this shit, and then get the word out, right? You're doing this all stuff from home, so it's not like you've got expenses. You've only got the expenses of the equipment. See, these big industrial things, they're only like $200. Who gives a shit about the brand? You can get all the good shit later. Look at this. Food mixer. Look. Just like the ball one. Look at it. That's what I'm saying. Start making, I don't know, you can figure it out, go to YouTube. This is how you start making money. Just start a business, a real business. You know what I mean? So anyway, so that's how you do it. You just start some business. I don't know. I was just giving you an example. Start some sort of business. Do it on the side hustle. Start getting some money. Obviously, it's going to take some time, so don't expect it to become a millionaire overnight. Won't happen. It'll probably take you between 6 to 12 months before you start to churn around and start making some money with it. But everything's on ChatGPT and everything's on YouTube. Just pick something and do it, and don't expect to be rich overnight. Just know that it's going to take some time, probably about a year, maybe 6 months, if it's fast. Start making some extra coin, as well as your day job. You can do this at night until it starts taking over your day job, and then you might want to go full time making cookies or hot dogs or muffins or donuts. I was in Bangkok probably about 4 months ago, and I was walking along getting some breakfast, and I stumbled across this guy. These two young guys that probably would have been 18 years old, and they just had like a storefront, and then they had this table, and then they had these donuts, and at the back they just had like a fryer, and they were making these donuts, putting them in the fryer, cooking them up, and then once they're cooked up, they put them in like fucking chocolate or caramel or whatever, and then they'll just bring them to the front, put them in the cabinet rack they had, and that's literally it. They were just like a storefront. There's nothing there. You could just see through from the street. You could just see the donut thing in front of you, but then you could see there's no walls or anything. You could just see what they were doing, right? Two guys, and they were selling these donuts like hotcakes. They were just flying off the shelf, and the donuts are 10 baht each, which would probably be $1 each, wherever you are. And think about it. If they sold 1,000 donuts a day, they're making $1,000 a day. And all they did was rent a room, like a storefront, and bought some equipment. That's it. Working your day job, can you make $1,000 a day? You'd be lucky to make $1,000 a week. You know what I mean? It's all about hustling. It's all about finding something that as long as you like doing it. Don't just think that this thing is going to make me a billionaire. Don't think like that. This is what you got to do. What you want to focus on is turning it over, making some money first, right? You want to get to the point where you can make some money at the least possible, what do they call it? What's the word? At the least possible friction. Because there's going to be friction along the way. There's going to be roadblocks. Mentally, it's going to screw with your head. You're going to second guess your stuff. You're going to go, I'm investing in all this stuff now. Is it going to pay off? So you've got to just figure out a really simple business first that's going to bring you the bread, make you the money. So then once you start making the money, then you can start investing into other businesses or scale up, or start to kind of really scale up and go to a bigger premises or buy more equipment. But if you're just starting small, just start with the bare bones and just get it going and start making money. Even though it's, as long as it's safe, and it's if you're in the food industry, it's advised by council regulations, health regulations, then it's fine. But just start making some money. Once you start making some money, then you can think about conquering the world. That's the first thing you got to do. Just start making some extra coin. All right. So, real businesses, real, grinding. Just stay away from all this other bullshit, because it's not going to get you anywhere. It's just going to waste your time, and people are just going to be giving you excuses why you're not getting your 1% per day. Okay. All right. Just trust me. Been there, done that. Start a real business and build a reputation for yourself, for the product. Stand behind your product and just keep on making your product better and better every day. Even if it's donuts, even if it's cupcakes, even if it's like those biscuits I was telling you about, those people that were making biscuits. They're selling thousands of these fucking things a day. They're probably selling 5,000 or 10,000 of these a week. That's how much they're selling. And all it is a biscuit with like caramel in the middle, chocolate in the middle, white chocolate, dark chocolate, matcha, you know, the green shit, matcha chocolate. That's all they do. They buy like, they put them in these containers. There's like, you get like 7 or 8 of these biscuits. And then that's how they sell them in the container, seal it up, they ship it out. Thousands a day, literally. So that's my advice to you guys. Just keep on grinding and find something that'll work and get you some coin, and then conquer the world later. Make your billions of dollars later. Just get going. All right. Bye, guys. That's all I got. I'll catch you guys later.